Our day starts and ends with an alarm clock. We leave and come home on particular time. We eat, sleep, do everything by continuously checking clock. Clock, a small instrument which forces us to run here and there. So we must know how does the clock invented and by whom. Clock is the oldest invention, meeting the need to consistently measure intervals of time, the day, the lunar month, and the year. There were many components that came together over the time to give us the modern day timekeeping pieces today. Take a look at the evolution of the components and cultures that helped to develop them. Here, journey starts from sundials. Sundial shows the time by displaying the position of the shadow on a flat surface, which has making that correspond to the hours. The oldest known sundial is from Egypt, and the biggest sundial in India is at Jaipur, Rajasthan. After some period of time, due to some restrictions of the sundials, water clock was invented. Water clocks were more useful than sundials because they could be used indoors during the night and also when the sky was cloudy. Although they were not as accurate, there are two types of water clocks, inflow and outflow. In an outflow water clock, the container is filled with water and the water is drained slowly and evenly out of the container. This container has marking that are used to show the passage of time and vice versa about the inflow water clock. As the evolution continues, candle clock came into picture. It is unknown where and when candle clocks were first used, but the earliest mention of it comes from China. Each candle being 12 inches high, of uniform thickness, and divided into 12 sections, each of 1 inch. Each candle burned away completely in 4 hours, making each marking 20 minutes. The candles were placed in the protection inside cases made of wooden frame with a transparent horn panel in the sides. Journey of clock continued to hourglasses. Hourglasses were the first dependable, reusable, reasonably accurate, and easily constructed time measurement devices. From the 15th century onwards, hourglasses were used primarily to tell time while at sea. An hourglass comprises two glass bulbs connected vertically by the narrow neck that allows regulated trickle of material, usually sand, from the upper bulb to the lower one. Hourglasses are still in use today. They also were adapted for use in churches, industries, and in cooking. Over the time period, mechanical water clocks, fully mechanical clocks, which were run on the weights, were invented. Clockmakers developed their art in various ways. Building smaller clock was a technical challenge, so many different mechanisms were tried. Spring-driven clock appeared during the 15th century, but the clockmakers with a new problem: how to keep the clock movement running at a constant rate as the spring ran down. The next development in accuracy occurred with the invention of the pendulum clock. Galileo had an idea to use a swinging bob to regulate the motion of the time-telling device earlier in 17th century. Finally, hairspring was invented and designed to control an oscillating speed of the balance wheel. This crucial advance finally made accurate pocket watches possible. In 19th century, evolution of the clock had great step towards electric clock. The electric clock's mainspring is wound either with an electric motor or with an electromagnet. In 1969, Seiko produced the world's first Scott's wristwatch. Over the time period, analog clock evolved with more accuracy and precision. There also exist clocks which use digital display despite having an analog mechanism. Most digital clock use electronic mechanism and LCD, LED or VFD displays. Clocks also can be used to set the timers to set the time limit. Many cities And towns traditionally have a public clocks in the prominent location, such as the town square or the city center. Have a look at the famous clocks from the world's different corners. Big Ben, London; Peace Tower, Ottawa; Astronomical Clock, Paraguay; World Clock, Berlin; Rajabai Tower, Mumbai. So when you check the time, remember there were lots of efforts taken by many people to tell you exact time.